Welcome to the Fling Together Practice Challenge.
I'm very excited to bring you this week's challenge.
Leaps and high cuts.
Before you do the high cut exercise, you need to make sure you're really warmed up.
So first we're going to take a nice deep second position plie. Kind of hang here for a moment. Press your left shoulder down. Really feel the stretch. Come back. Press your right shoulder down. Now we're going to extend your right foot straight. Keep your left heel on the ground and stretch out your hamstrings. Now switch to the other side. Go out to a straddle stretch. If you're not all the way out here, that's perfectly fine. Bring it in, don't push yourself too hard. Put it out as far as you can go. And go forward. You can keep your toes pointed or flexed. Go to your right side. Keeping your left hip on the ground. Come up, go to your left side, keeping your right hip on the ground. Bring your legs in, shake them out. Take one stretch forward. Now these are just a couple of stretches that I do. Make sure that you're thoroughly stretched out. That can take a lot longer than this. Let's do some high cuts. Now that we're all warmed up and stretched out, I'm going to show you guys my favorite drill for working on extended high cuts. So I brought out my bar once again. So you're going to start with your right foot in third rear aerial position. Then you're going to jump off of your left foot and extend both of your legs out to the side as if you were doing a high cut. But you're going to land on your left foot again and do the high cut action with your right foot. Like that. Now I do this 30 times in a row on one foot, then switch and do it 30 times on the other foot. But I've been working on this for a while, so I recommend starting at a lower number and gradually adding more every day.
So this is one of my favorite tricks for working on leaps and high cuts. And you can do this with a bar or with a chair, anything really that you can tape pool noodles on. So I just bought a pool noodle from the dollar store and cut it in half and then used some packaging tape and taped these onto my bar. So what's great is if you've got an adjustable bar, then you can move it up and down and work to get your leaps and your high cuts bigger. So we'll start off with leaps and we're going to dance these on the bar, aiming to hit each of the pool noodles with each leap. And this is also a good technique for making sure that your legs are an even height. So if you struggle with having one side higher than the other on leaps and high cuts, this can help you feel that. And what's really nice is you can pay attention to the feeling of your leg or your foot hitting that pool noodle, and you can also tell if you are equal hitting them at the same time, if one leg is hitting it with more force, etc. So we'll start off and I'll just show you how you do a leap with this. You can try your assemble changes into a leap and see if you can hit both of them. And then you can also move this up and try to get your leap higher. You can do the same thing with your extension high cuts. And this works really well because I find that for a lot of people on extension high cuts, they extend the working leg higher each time than the supporting leg. So it's a good way to focus on getting that supporting leg high enough. So for example, we'd go high cut, and try to hit both of them each times on the high cuts. Okay, you can also do this then with different high cut exercises. So For example, we could just work on our working leg extending, doing hop high cuts. So we could do like that, trying to hit each time. Or we could work on just our supporting leg extending. So that would look like trying to hit it each time. And then you can switch and try the other side. And that's how I like to work on high cuts.
High cuts are one of the movements in Highland dancing I find really tricky. I try to maintain my body and leg alignment, turn out, and also point my toes. I like to do an exercise called little and big. I do 2 small, then 2 big, then progress to 4, then to 8, and then I finish off with doing 16 high cuts turning. Then I like to repeat it backwards. During this, I like to wait 2 counts of 8 between each step up, and that's how I practice my high cuts.
Don't forget to submit your day's practice to be entered in the prize drawing. The link to submit can be found at rmhd.org on the Fling Together page.
Thank you so much for joining me.
Happy practicing, dancers!